El Hamashiv, Men Ha-Sa'ara, God, who answers from the storm. When you speak, it shakes foundations. You answer not to shame, but to reveal. When I question, remind me you are creator, not silent, but sovereign. Yehovah Elohi El Hamashiv, Men Ha-Sa'ara. Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me and cover me and stir me and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, He, Vav, He. Hand, behold, nail, behold. Job chapter 38. Then Yehovah answered Job out of the storm. Who is this darkening my plans with his ignorant words? Stand up like a man and brace yourselves. I will ask questions and you give the answers. Where were you when I founded the earth? Tell me, if you know so much. Do you know who determined its dimensions, or who stretched the measuring line across it? On what were its bases sunk, or who laid its cornerstone? When the morning stars sang together and all the sons of God shouted for joy. Who shut up the sea behind the closed doors when it gushed forth from the womb? When I made the clouds its blanket and dense fog its swaddling cloth, and I made the breakers its boundary, set its gates and bars, and said, you may come this far, but no further. Here your proud waves must stop. Have you ever, in your life, called up the dawn and made the morning know its place, so that it could take hold of the edges of the earth and shake the wicked out of it? Then the earth is changed like clay under a seal, until its colors are fixed like those of a garment. But from the wicked the light is withheld, and the arm raised to strike is broken. Have you gone down to the springs of the sea, or explored the limits of the deep? Have the gates of death been revealed to you? The gates of death-like darkness? Have you surveyed the full extent of the earth? Say so, if you know it all. Which way leads to where light has its home, and darkness, where does it dwell? If you knew, you could take each to its place and set it on the homeward path. You know, of course, because you were born then. By now, you must be very old. Have you gone into the storehouse of the snow, or seen the storehouses for hail, which I save for times of trouble, for days of battle and war? By what path is light dispersed, or the east wind poured out on the land? Who cut the channel for the downpours, or a way for the lightning and thunder, causing it to rain where no one is, in a desert without anyone there, drenching the waste and desolate ground, till the tender grass sprouts? Does the rain have a father? Who is the father of dewdrops? From whose womb does ice come? Who gives birth to the frost of heaven? When water becomes as hard as stone, and the surface of the deep freezes solid, can you tie up the cords of the Pleiades, or loosen the belt of Orion? Can you lead out the constellations of the zodiac in their season, or guide the great bear and its cubs? Do you know the laws of the sky? Can you determine how they affect the earth? Can you raise your voice to the clouds and make them cover you with food or rain? Can you send lightning bolts on their way? Will they say to you, here we are? Who will put wisdom in people's inner parts? Who gave understanding to the mind? Who by wisdom can number the clouds? Who can tilt the waterskins of heaven, so that the dust becomes a mass of mud, and its claws stick together. Can you hunt prey for a lioness or satisfy the appetite of the lions when they crouch in their dens or lie in ambush in their lairs? Who provides food for the raven when his young cry out to God and wonder about for lack of food? How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this fascinating, interesting chapter 38? Chapter 38 of Job. We can love Yehovah by standing in awe of His sovereignty over all creation. Love Yehovah by humbling ourselves when we do not understand His ways. Love Yehovah by listening when He speaks, even from storms. How can we love our neighbors as Yeshua loves us? By helping them see their place in Yehovah's order with humility and reverence, not control. How can we bear one another's burdens? By reminding one another that Yehovah speaks powerfully even through chaos. He is not absent. What are the top 3 fruits of the Spirit found? 1. Humility. Job is silenced by the greatness of Yehovah's questions. 2. Awe. Yehovah's voice in the storm provokes holy fear and wonder. 3. Wisdom. Though through questions, Yehovah reveals the limits of human understanding. What is the Hebrew word that encapsulates this chapter? Sa'ara, storm, tempest, whirlwind. Reference, Job 38 verse 1, anchor sentence. Sarah is the vessel of Yehovah's voice, a powerful, uncontrollable storm that does not destroy Job, but instead reorders his view of the universe and his place within it. At Sefer Insight, Sarah, amplified meaning, the storm is the breath of revelation that supports right vision of the Most High. How can we find Yeshua in the scriptures? Job 38 verse 1, Yehovah answered from the whirlwind parallels Yeshua calming the storm with his voice. Job 38 verses 4 through 7, Yehovah speaks of creation. Yeshua is the Word through whom all things were made. Job 38 verse 11, this far you may come, but no further, reflects Messiah's authority to command the sea. The storm bows to Yeshua just as it roars at Yehovah's command. Mitzvah response, Torah-based, mitzvah, Exodus 20 verse 20. Fear God so that you may not sin. A response might look like this: I will receive Yehovah's storm as mercy that realigns me, standing in awe, not rebellion. Hebrew declaration, Si ara devoro, techna libi b'fanav, meaning, His storm word humbles me. May my heart bow before Him. We'll end with the Aaronic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and He will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of His being toward you, bringing order, and He will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of His being and look upon you and set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Shalom, shalom.